Good morning. So, I'm ready to go. I'm going to get dressed after I get the turkey in the oven. So until then, you're going to have to deal with this is me. So, let's get these little bit of dishes put away, but also wonder what pan am I going to use for what? So, I don't know if I have anything on stove. Maybe I'll do stovetop stuffing on the stovetop instead of the oven. I don't know. But I'm going to leave this pan out. Because if I do, this probably would be the pan I would use. So I'm going to set this one over here. Isn't that beautiful? Brand new. But look at what the burner has done right in the middle. Do you see that? That's these little things in the middle. So I cooked on this one. But look at the size of that. Right. See that? My very first time using my pan. Yeah. So I'm a little upset about that. But I will move on. It's a pan. It's not a life. So, okay. So we are going to be making decisions as we go. I got to get you plugged in here. So you can be... Why is it not charging? There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start on the potatoes. And we are making mashed potatoes, and I'm going to use the softest ones first. So these are the ones that were purchased prior to these. These are still hard. These are a little soft, so I'm going to start with these. And I don't know how many to do, so I'm just going to wing it. It's just the two of us, but we want leftovers. So first off, we are going to need this and this and this. So we're going to put some cold water in here so we can put the potatoes in the cold water. It'll start drying out the starch, and then we can put them in the oven, or I mean in the pot of water. So I want to boil them, so I'm going to take out this big pot here, and I might go ahead with the big strainer as well. Good idea. So I'm going to put the lid back in there. I'm just going to set it in. Not sure I'm going to need the lid. I will use this strainer and this pot. So we're going to peel and dice. I like to have my peelings off the potato. I know it's extra. It's a health benefit to keep them on, but I don't want mashed potatoes with skin on. I don't like it that way. I mean, I do and I don't, but. So we're going to move this, first of all. And then we are going to get this pan going with water. Put this water in there. You're probably going to need some more. We will start this water. Put it on high. So I think I'm starting early enough to where I don't have to be dealing with more than a couple of dishes at a time, and I won't have to rush. So I'm starting early so I can have the time to do stuff and not have to rush through. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get, okay, that's on. Now that that's on, we're going to put a little more water in the dish, or in the bowl. Then we're going to peel our potatoes into a full garbage bucket. I'm going to go ahead and put it over here, and yes, it's full. It just doesn't look like it. Probably need to just push it down. Yes, okay. So I got lots of room now. I would just dump these out, but I don't want a bunch of potato dust all over the place. So I'm just going to pick them up out of the bag and throw this bag away. This bag can contain all of my peelings. What a good idea, right? So I might want to keep my peels to make fried skin. I like that. I don't know. Just depends. Maybe not. But we are going to just go ahead and peel them. And the water gets to temp. I'm not sure how many potatoes I should do, but I think this is going to be way more mess than if I just peel in the bucket. I feel like I can go faster when I peel in the bucket. In the garbage can. Straight into the garbage can is what I'm saying. And I try to get them all in there. I don't always get them all in there. I just grated my finger. Yeah, that hurt. It didn't break open. No, that's a good thing. I totally grated my finger there. Okay, and then into the water so it can stay. It helps not blacken the potatoes. So if you can. You know, I might go ahead and get dressed. Just whatever, I don't know what it's at. It's just, I'm uncomfortable with something. I just don't know what it is yet. These potatoes, they're only slightly soft, and they are just now growing little tiny nubs. So they're good. No worries there. I have that bag of yellow, tiny yellow golds, but oh, maybe I should make it with that. Nah, I've got a lot more of these than I do of those. So hopefully I will have a dinner that involves those here in the next week or so before they go bad. We are definitely going to freeze part of this turkey. So I don't want any of that turkey going to waste, except for the parts we don't want to eat. We don't like the gizzards and the neck and that kind of stuff. We're not gamey people. We don't hunt. We barely fish. I love fishing, and you know, I'll eat a salmon or a cod, or I don't usually eat crab or lobster anymore. I used to, but I don't really like it anymore, to be honest. Some potato dust already. I'm going to hopefully clean as I go. so my kitchen won't get too, and I still have to do my hair today as well. So I have to find time for that. Oh, we got a bad one right off the top. Dang. And these have bigger eyes than those do. Well, what a shame. See if I can get that bad spot off. There we go. That's one good thing about some foods: cheese, potatoes, celery. You can cut the bad parts off and still have good parts to it. So just because there's a deep bruise or something, once you get down underneath that and get it all off, then it's going to yield you a good potato, maybe smaller than you had anticipated it being, but once you get it peeled, that's a good potato, right? So let's get a couple of these out. I'm not sure how many more potatoes I need to do, but I feel like that is not going to yield very many mashed potatoes. There's another bad one down way in the bottom of the bag. What the hell is wrong with you people? I'm kidding. There's not one. Okay, so there are, see, those eyes are bigger than that other, and I bought these way later than that, like 10 days later. Yeah, I bought these like 4 days ago. Whatever my last grocery haul was. Yeah, like 2 weeks maybe? I don't know. I've lost track of time this month. And we also need to clean up and decorate. So we got a good busy day ahead of us. Relaxing, but busy. So I thought we'd put the Christmas tree up after the Thanksgiving feast and start decorating that. That is going to be fun. I have a fake tree. It's not a bad fake tree, but I mean, it's not the best fake tree, but It's not bad. You know, it depends on how artistic you are, on how bad your fake tree's gonna be. If you just can't see the beauty in not cutting down a tree to put in your house, and also saving on having bugs in your house, stuff like that. I got it for free. I've never had a fake tree before I'd gotten this one. I got this one about 7 years ago, and I've used it every year since. Yeah, well, maybe not the first year, because I was like, fake tree? No, I don't think so. But then I did, and we were getting older, and I thought, you know, this is probably a really good thing for us to just have this fake tree make our lives easier, and it has. I love it now. I would not go out and buy a tree. I think when I witnessed one of my employees and friend, not best friend, but friend, steal a Christmas tree, I said, what are you doing? She goes, they're just out here, nobody cares. I said, yes, they do. They're there for sale. A stealing. She goes, no, not really. It's a Christmas tree. I said, you know, you want a free fucking tree, take a saw and go out to the woods and cut yourself down. Our state is full of trees that you can just go cut down yourself. You know, they may not be a Christmas tree, but they are, you know, we got evergreen. We'd never cut down evergreen, but you know what I mean. Like, they're green trees. They just happen to be, you know, like Douglas and not, or I don't know the difference, but they're the kind that don't have a lot of branches, and at the bottom the branches are really, really wide. So I've not done that. No, I have done it once, but I didn't like the tree, so I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do that no more. And it was oh man, cutting down that tree was hard. It was not easy. And I had strapped to the car. It's like Christmas Vacation. That's what it was like. And then it was too big around at the bottom. I had to trim every single branch. And then, of course, you know, bugs came. Not a squirrel, but bugs came with it. Stop dropping this damn potato. Okay, I'm going to dig that one out. It's not letting me cut it off with the peeler. There we go. Now, is that enough? I still don't think that's enough. Oh my God, let's put these in. No, I don't think it's enough. Okay, I'm gonna get them cut and put into the pots. See where we are. And I'm just gonna quarter these. You don't have to cut them a lot. You just want them to cook at a decent time. And for whatever reason, my knife is going in crooked. Probably because it's dull. So I just quarter them like that. Put some salt in that water. Salt in the water as well. Put some salt in there. There we go. Hopefully it won't make them too salty. That water's nice and warm. Yeah, I did. I just dunked my hand in there. Feel the temperature of it. It's warm. It's not hot. Didn't even turn my hand red. I know I shouldn't do that, but I do. I think the starch is good for my skin. I don't like the starch, but I think it's good for your skin. 10-second rule, man. Waste. Uh-oh. Let's not waste it. And then I have hairs on it. That's funny. Let's get the hair. Let's get rid of that. Rinse off any hair residue. Well, and make sure your finger, the hair's not wrapped around your damn finger. There we go. I think I got it. That was a tough one. It was actually two. That was tough. Okay, so again, I don't think I'm going fast enough for my world to be ready by between 1 and 2. So I'll be ready between 1 and 2. It almost felt like a piece of plastic. So weird. What am I missing here? Oh, splashing all over the stove, that's for sure. Yeah, don't clean as you go or anything. Oh man, mess. So let me clean. Let me clean up. Oh, I got salt everywhere. Wow. Nice, Lisa. That's all right. I don't mind. I'll throw it over my shoulder later. I think I'm okay for now. Yeah, too much water in there for sure. I don't think I have enough potatoes yet. What the fuck? Okay. There we go. I got it now for sure. I should put my hair up since I've already been dealt a couple of hairs already. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get my hair up for the day. Maybe get dressed. Right after I finish these potatoes, we'll be done with this video and then we'll start a new one. Because I don't want them to go very long because it's going to be hard enough to download them at, 20 minutes. Then 10 or 15 is easier to download. Especially on a busy day like today. Everybody's filming and uploading and YouTube is going to say, oh my God, just stop. No, it'll be fine. And I think I'm just going to go that with this little one. These little ones just need minute cutting. You know how tiny these are? That's fun. Tiny potatoes. Tiny potatoes. Uh-oh. I got that one wrong. That's alright. It can be a wedge. And I do think I need more potatoes. I don't think that's going to be enough for mashed potatoes plus leftovers. And I need some leftovers. Plus I need to feed a couple of friends that are going to stop by. So, I think I need more. I think I need to just do them all. Maybe not all, but a lot more. I have got a peeling mess to be all over the friggin' place. I'm not hitting the garbage can hardly at all. No, I am, but not every time. There's a lot of peeling on the floor right now. And I am going to be very careful not to make my potatoes too runny. I have a tendency to do that, and I don't want to do that. Starting to boil? No, just so much it is. Tiny. I am so disappointed in these little tiny itsy bitsy russets. This is a russet potato. Hello. It's like 2 inches long. It should be way bigger than this. So, which tells me that they are harvesting early because they are running out faster. I don't know who's buying up all the food, but knock it off. You know, you have a year's worth of food in your basement, yet you got people trying to find a damn loaf of bread out there. I remember when I walked in the store and our bread shelves were empty, I thought, oh no. Yeah, our bread shelves sat empty for a good couple of weeks. I don't usually go through a lot of bread, but I homemade bread for a couple of months because before I was filming because there was none on the shelf. So I like to have enough food to last, say a month or two, but I don't even have room to store a year's worth of food. And I don't know how to can. So, I mean, I do and I don't. I've watched my mother can. I do a water bath canning, but I've never actually done it. I just go buy, if I want a backup of jam, I go buy 5 fucking bottles of jam. I don't buy a bunch of berries to process or grow anything. I'm just me in my little apartment trying to get better and figure out something to do in the meantime, and that's what this is. I'm having a ball though. I never thought. I am at 170 followers. I never would have thought anybody would want to watch me. But, uh-oh, I got peels. I literally got peels all over. I'll show you how horrible of a mess I have here. Okay. I think last one. I think maybe I might have enough here. Splash. I'm just making a complete mess. Crash, boom, bang. Jeez. All that starch is what sticks everything together. All the bubbles are what the starch is. I'm going to pour some of this water out. Let's make the water. There we go. I got to get a big splash because my hands are wet. Okay. These in there. I think it might be fine. Yeah, these are pretty small. Look at this russet potato. It's tiny. No longer than the peeler. You think that's enough? I am not sure. How many do I got left? I'm just going to do them all. Let's spin them out here. Look at that potato. Oh my God. They have to be running out of potato. Look how tiny these are. They're grabbing even these. Look at the size difference. Right? I'm just going to do them all. Oh God. Let's peel them first, Lisa. I don't want unpeeled potatoes, which would have taken me less time. And this one is going to be just as small as the first, that little one, because it's got so many bruises on it. You ever have you ever received a potato that has nothing but roots in it? Because it was busted open when it first started growing, and it continued to grow, but the roots were bound up in, yeah, it was weird. But yeah, I got one of those once. But usually not a big surprise that you don't get anything in your potato because it's so weird the way they grow. Kind of just under anything, pretty much under anything. And you just plant potatoes. Once the eyes start sprouting, that's where your potatoes come from. Still not boiling. It's sounding like it's boiling, but it's not boiling. I don't even know how long to boil them for. I'm just going to have to stay in the kitchen all day and check and check and check and check. Get my long fork out. There we go. Ouch. 2 more potatoes, then I successfully peeled every single potato in my house. Oh, no, not every potato. Those little yellow Yukons are not for today's meal. And hopefully they'll stay good. I failed to understand that we were going to have massive leftovers for Thanksgiving. You want to cook this massive meal, but you don't want leftovers. make sure this is all good and rinsed off. Because it dropped on the carpet where, you know, all the hair is. Except for what's left on the head. This one, I don't know. I don't want to hurt myself. Peeling it. Starting to boil. Get these potatoes in. I turned it on too early because I wasn't decided on. They are boiling now. Left in there are, give those a stir. We are going to use this right here. So when I pick them up out of the pot, all the water is drained out. If you don't have one of these, it's one of my best tools. I love it so much. So we're going to just give that a stir. We got plenty of salt in there, I'm sure. Make sure I don't have too much salt, to be honest with you. Yes, I'm going to taste the water. Oh no, it's good. Nope, not too much salt. Yay. I'd even use a little more even, I think. But I'll salt them at the end too. So I hope this is enough because it's every potato I have. I wonder how long to boil them for. I'm going to start with, it's not a rapid boil yet. I'm going to start with a 10-minute timer. 10-minute timer on the clock, and I will be back when these are ready to take off the burner. And I think I'm going to go ahead and set the oven for the green bean casserole and cook that in the stuffing. So that is what's next. And then I'll do the snack board, and then by 9 a.m. I will put the turkey in by 8:30 or 9. Right, so now we've got 10 minutes right here. It's not a rapid boil yet, but it's getting there. It's a boil, but it's not a rapid boil. It's almost a rapid boil. Still on high, so we're just gonna be back when the potatoes are done.